Hello, everyone. Back again with part 2 with the cons of nursing. If you missed the pro video, I would advise you to circle back, click back, go check out some of the pros, in my opinion, with everything. But this video will be focused on some of the cons myself feel comes with nursing and my experience. So without further ado, let's get into it. Everyone, first con for me with nursing, I would say, is the mental hold it has on you. As much as you will hear some people say, you leave work at work, or you're on the floor, you have 5 patients, and with each of these rooms, something different going on, whether one room got bad news, one room got good news, one room is awaiting. You have to know how to keep a face or whatever, if that makes any sense. So for me, the biggest con is the mental hold. I've had patients that I've taken care of years ago. I've been a nurse I made 5 years the other day, but some patients that I've taken care of and I still think about to this day. And sometimes I've been even in situations where patients have come in just because they're having back pain of some reason. And then next thing you know, boom, full-fledged cancer. Like, being there with them and then being with patients that taking their last breath. Good news, bad news. I know I'm kind of repeating myself with that, but it's so much. And still to have to now come home, be a human being for your family, for your loved ones, for whatever the case may be, knowing that, dang, I just did compressions for like 5 minutes today on this patient that didn't make it, or dang, we ran a code on this patient right at shift change. So when you leave, you sleeping at night wondering, did they make it? Did they make it down there? How are they doing? Or the simple fact of, I've been taking care of this patient. When I come in the past 2 weeks, they've been here. Even if they weren't my patient that day, I'm peeking in the door to check on them. Hey, how you doing? How's everything going? Then you come in the next day and it's, oh, but yeah, such and such passed last night. And it's like, what? I literally, I'm getting chills now. I get chills thinking about it, because you literally have to just, okay, well, it's a part of life. It happens, but not me. I'm crying in the shower, HEB, Walmart. Don't let me watch the wrong show, because half of the time I just tried to watch from scratch, y'all. And let me tell you, the movie was sad. I mean, the show was, okay. It was emotional. It was enough to get you. But you literally be crying at stuff like you just came from a funeral, because it's like all emotions hit at once. And I'm literally up here like, I'm crying, and yeah, the show is sad, but I'm thinking about 2 weeks ago, 2 years ago, when I had to do this. You never really have time for you, because when you come from work, now you still got to be that person, that superhuman for your family. Now you still have to keep this straight face, keep going. You can't come home and just vent and say, oh, Mr. Such and Such did it. You can't do any of that. It's a lot of it that you hold in, and you have your downtime and express however you can, if that makes any sense. For me, per se, I wouldn't say I've gotten in a depression, but at the same time, I will say I have, because I have times when moments can just change. And me having a sick parent, which is another video, having a sick mom that, I've been on both ends of being the patient side, now being a nurse side, kind of see in between. Like, it just becomes a lot sometimes when you just sit and think. And the fact that so much with people is taken for granted, and it's like, it has a hold on me, because I find myself not even taking my situation serious. Like, I don't give my situations time to be in the moment with me, because I'm always thinking in the back of my head, somebody has it worse. And that could be a good and a bad thing, because I don't give myself time to heal from whatever I have going on. But I find myself just tucking it under and keep it moving. With my life, I've always had to just, all right, you got to suck this up, because you got stuff you still got to do. But when I do have my breaking points, it's like everything hits at once. And with nursing, it can take a strong hold at times, especially mentally. Con number 2 is when it comes to family time and events and holidays. Yes, of course, people say, okay, well, with nursing, for nursing, you have to miss certain things. You have to miss this, you miss holidays. And that's part of what we signed up for. For me personally, holidays, I'm not going to say it's not a big thing. I don't have any kids. I have a beautiful daughter that's a dog. And you guys will meet Lauren. You've seen her a few times. But I have her, and of course, me having family and getting things done, and even being in a relationship, trying to find time to do certain things, whether relationship with family, relationship with friends, relationships with a significant other, anything, you have to like still have the energy to put towards that. So me being a night shift nurse, which should be in another video, of course, me being a night shift nurse, like if I work Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, but I know I got Sunday, Monday off, I find myself getting off Sunday morning. Now I'm staying awake, to handle business, get stuff done, to get a sleep schedule back on track, to be ready to go to bed at night. But in that time, family, things go on, things need to get handled, get done. Still got to squeeze in time for at least something to let you digress with everything that's going on. So missing out on events and having to say no sometimes can be a con when it comes to nursing. But again, I know what I signed up for. So whatever I can't do now, I'll just have to make up for it. Me personally, how my family is, say, for example, if I have to work on Thanksgiving, there's no law saying on Thanksgiving is the only day you can celebrate Thanksgiving. So at times, if everybody's schedule line up and we have to do Thanksgiving a week before or a couple of days before for that to be our Thanksgiving, that's kind of how we maneuver. Me personally, I'd rather take that route because I can be at work, getting time and a half. And I also love being at work sometime on holidays because when I have my older patients that, mad that they're in the hospital, but they know we do a potluck inside the break room. So if the diet's okay or whatever, they're like, I know y'all got some food in the break room. So I'm like sneaking them cakes and stuff. But most of the time, their families are there to visit with them with holidays as well. So that is a con. You will miss out on some things. But hey, Lord willing, you have plenty more to go. Con number 3 for me would be the stress that floor nursing does have on your body. Because you're on your feet for 12, 13, 14, sometimes 16 hours. You rarely have time where it's like, okay, by the time you do get a chance to sit down, if you get a chance to sit down, you're having to pop right back up. You're moving patients, you're helping patients walk, you're lifting patients, sometimes catching patients before they fall. So overall, your body, I try my best to stay in shape. No, I'm not a gym rat. I do not go to the gym 7 days a week. Never will go to the gym 7 days a week. My body goes through enough as it is. But I do it helps you stay active and moving. And then on top of that, working out and staying in shape, it kind of helps balance. Me personally, I've been an athlete all my life. I went to school, played ball in college, all kinds of things. So being active is kind of a normal thing for me. But you feel those hours after you finally get a chance to sit still. And again, goes back to my con I just gave you with having time for family. Don't turn on a movie, because if I sit too long, it's over with. I'm KO out. But again, I find balance of what I can. But when you do get your vacation time, you kind of can make back up for it. So yeah, having a toll on your body is definitely one of my cons with nursing. Con number 4 for me would be eating habits. Okay, you might want to zoom in on that one, eating habits, because when you are on these shifts, the time you get to eat, I find myself grabbing quick stuff. So for me, my schedule working night shift. Okay, I get off in the morning. I may grab some breakfast. Who don't feel like coming in making breakfast is me when I know I go to work tonight. So I'll grab a quick little breakfast from some fast food restaurant, come home, eat, shower, time myself, lay down, and I'm sleeping. So again, now I'm probably lay down at like 10 to be back up at like 5 o'clock. But then when you get up, you're now having to get up, grab something quick to eat because you're headed to work, which is technically your breakfast time. Then next thing you know, when you get to work, now you got 12 hours to go through. So I've tried so many times to meal prep, do this, do that. It becomes so quicker to grab quick stuff. Or our kryptonite at work is, what are we ordering? We already know. What are we ordering? Because no one cooks. Okay. No one brought food, and I'm not gonna eat anybody else's food anyway. But anyway, that's another story. But now we're ordering. So you're ordering Wingstop, Whataburger, anything you can get off DoorDash. But the benefit of me is when I know I have to order, I'm going to at least order my food by 11 p.m. so I'm not eating that stuff at 3 a.m. But it doesn't happen all the time. Sometimes at 3, 4 a.m., I'm having a double quarter pounder with cheese if McDonald's is still open. But the way you run on that floor, you psych yourself out like, well, I'm going to be running on my feet anyway. Might as well eat what I want. When in reality, I'm eating like maybe 1 or 2 times a day. Sometimes I actually forget to eat because by the time I get off work, I just want to sleep. So I done went from my last meal was maybe at midnight the night before. Shift is over. I'm trying to get home, shower, and get in my bed. Now I'm not eating again until I get back up at 5 p.m. Totally not healthy, but that is another con, trying to stay on top of a good eating habit and regimen. So you people who can come in, cook your meals, prep it up, do this, do that, I applaud y'all. I'm really trying to get there, but I'm about 25% there. But it's okay. One of my last cons with nursing for me is when it comes to you personally. I will say when COVID happened, after a while as nurses, let me not say that, as me as a nurse, I really started to question how much did we really matter? Because at first it was you got symptoms, you stay home, you track yourself, you monitor yourself, you take your tests. We're going to pay you to be off to take care of you. Shortage came. Then it turns to, all right, you got these symptoms as a nurse, you don't feel good. All right, take 5 days off instead of this 10 and let's see what it do. But in between those 5 days, if you feel good, then see if you can come in. Then it goes to, you don't feel good. Well, if you running a fever, can you just pop some Tylenol and just get here? Because we understand you don't feel good, but we need you here as well. So basically at this point, if your head hanging off your shoulder, if we got ice for you to put on, can you still come in here? After a while, it feels like, forget that, yes, you're a nurse, but you're human too. You get sick. You feel bad. You wake up some days with a headache. You still got to push through. Now, me personally, if I'm sick running a fever, I'm not coming to work to put patients that are already sick in more of a sicker situation. Because if I'm sick and you sick, what are we doing looking at each other? I'm not going to do that. Now, me, headache, something like that, I can pop some Tylenol with, I would fight through that with no problem. But you do learn to, okay, if I can push through this, I need to get to work, So it's kind of that whole mixture of, as a nurse, you have to find when to put you first. You have to find that time frame of, okay, I'm tired and I'm not doing anything. I have the biggest guilt of when I know that I'm tired and, I'm still like, well, dang, I still need to do this. I still need to do this. I still need to make sure this person got this. My brain does not shut off. And until I get to that point to start getting selfish with myself and not feeling guilty about being selfish with myself, that's why I'm always running in a circle, because it's never a stop moment. I never have a moment of, all right, breathe. You don't have to worry about this. It's going to get done. Because again, when you get home, life does not stop. Life does not stop. I applaud women who have to get off of work, come home to kids, still do this, still do that. And of course, when it does happen for me, you make that adjustment. That's just what you do. That's not a gender role. That's just what you do. You're going to adjust to what you have to adjust to. But coming in, having to keep going, and then it's like, okay, I need to make sure I feel good myself. That becomes the issue. So yeah, that is another con. Last and final con when it comes to nursing for me, you can't have your nails done. That's a big thing. My nails are done now because I've been PRN. I had went on vacation. If I go on vacation, these nails are getting done. I've never been the type to do all the long nails. I applaud women that can do it. I personally can't, because just these little nuggets that I have that I need to feel. Don't look too close. These nuggets that I have, I stay tapping these like, oh my goodness, I don't see how people do this. And we don't get to get our nails done often. So when we get them done, this for me, I'm a stallion with these, because you can't tell me nothing. Don't let me get to clicking on the keyboard. But of course, I'm trying to hide because I ain't supposed to have them. So I get them cut really, really short. Like a lot of times you can't even tell them you see that I need a feel. But yeah, getting your nails done and all this, no, you don't really get to do that. Now, there's other aspects of nursing that you can have your nails, whatever. I'm specifically talking about floor nursing. So But all in all, everyone, that sums up my video for the cons of nursing. Like, comment, subscribe. Some things that y'all want to know more about, some things you want me to reiterate on even more, let me know in the comments. So without further ado, you all stay happy, healthy, enjoy the winter time with your families, holidays, and I will be back with more videos as soon as time permits. Thank you all.